All right, good morning, e-learners.
Can we have a snow down Friday?
Yeah. I have a creeper. And I have this. I have a creeper. Yeah, I have it like this. I have this. I have a kind of like satisfying. I have a tropical one. This is so that wait, why? Literally staring at the construction. What? That's true.
All right, I'm not sure why the bell didn't ring. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Malachi and others, take off your hoodies. Needs to go in your locker, which you will place after class. After class. All right, jacket off.
My favorite sweater.
All right, same drill as always. Mouths are closed. Hey, when I point to you and look you in the eye, that's when you lower your hand. All right, hands for hot lunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The numbers are getting larger every day. Is it taco day?
It's free. That's why.
All right, go ahead and get out your homework. You told me. What?
Yes.
It's always over there.
Okay, I just didn't know where it was.
All right. Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Quiet, please. Make sure you take the jacket off when you get to your seat. All right. Any questions on last night's homework, which was page 50-51, 1 through 12? Oh, Gavin, what is your question? 7. Let's take a look at number 7. Hey, I do not want to repeat, say this 40 times today, so let's keep our mouths closed. Be respectful of the people around you so that we can get some work done. I still hear chit chat. Please stop. All right. What was the Gavin number? 7. Number 7 says, if 1 is subtracted from. Okay, can you handle that one? If 1 is subtracted from. How do I write that?
1 minus.
1 minus is not subtracting 1.
X minus 1.
I didn't say anything about X. I said if 1 is. So the number 1 mistake that you make is always subtraction. You have to be really careful when you subtract, whenever you see that there's subtraction involved. Yes, it literally reads 1 minus when 1 is subtracted from. But when you subtract 1, it is minus 1, not 1 minus. When 1 is subtracted from 5 times a number, how do we write 5 times a number?
5x.
Okay, this was Gavin's question. The difference. Hey, this is the difference. This is the difference. Subtraction. The difference is 114. Solve that and you're done. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes. Let's look at number 5. 2 more. You're on. And you're supposed to take your jacket off, please. 2 more. Tell me what to write. 2x is not 2 more. Hey, how many of these markers do you have in your hand right now?
None.
do you have in your hand right now? You got none. How many you got now? You're saying I just did multiplication? What did I do? I did addition. So how do you write 2 more? Now, if it was multiplication, it might say double, right? Double would be multiplied by 2. I'm trying to think of another way of saying, it would have to say the word product, but 2 more always means plus 2. So plus 2, that's how it starts off. 2 more, then 6 times a number. How do you write 6 times a number? Hey, good question. Okay. One thing is, and I apologize, I'm being rude when I'm telling you, hey, it's their question, but when you say the answer to their question, well, clearly you understood it, but they didn't. I don't get that chance of interaction with them to get to see if they understand where their issue is. So this is 2 more than 6 times a number. What are we told it equals? 95, I believe, something like that. 86? All right, 86. Could you solve that? Okay. Yes. The remainder, when 15 is subtracted, when 15 is subtracted,
So we have to do minus 15.
you got to do minus 15, starting off strong. The remainder, when 15 is subtracted from 4 times a number.
So 4 times that.
Okay. Is 81. Now, a lot of you probably thought it was division, right? Because it said remainder, right? Well, there's an example where remainder is the equal sign. The remainder, when 15 is subtracted from 4 times a number. I never gave you remainder as being an equal sign, but there you go. If it was, I'll just say here in 7th grade, you're not going to see remainder for division. There's no such thing anymore, right? Not 7th grade and higher, there's no remainders. We don't get remainders, right, in math anymore. One possible counterexample, but you won't see it for a while. When we get division, we're taking that sucker until we're done. It's either a terminating decimal or repeating decimal. So you're going to continue that division until you can't do it anymore. Or it says round. But we don't get remainders in division anymore. That's kind of 4th and 5th grade stuff. All right, check your work, please. Number 1, the equation should be, now remember, I'm going to just probably use, the book uses n for their variables. You can use any variable you want. So I'm going to give you the equation, I'm going to give you the answer. So the equation of number 1 is 12n equals 252, n equals 21. Number 2, 36 over n equals 9, n equals 4. Number 3, n minus 45 equals 100, n equals 145. Number 4, 15 minus n equals 6, n equals 9. Number 5, 6n plus 2 equals 86, n equals 14. Number 6, 2n minus 9 equals 95, n equals 52. Number 7, 5n minus 1 equals 114, n equals 23. Number 8, 13n plus 7 equals 215, n equals 16. Number 9, 7n plus 23 equals 107, n equals 12. Number 10, 4n minus 15 equals 81, n equals 24. Number 11, 13n equals 221. It's a word problem, so 17 games. That's how many she played. Put n equals 17. Yeah, I understand what you're writing. And the last one, number 12, 27 plus 2n equals 61. You have worked a total of 17 hours. 17 hours. And that is it. All right. I will collect these in just a moment. Let's see, what do we got going on today? Oh, yes, tomorrow is the test. Tomorrow is the test. So this is the second time that you have taken or will have taken a test with me. Here's how I handle all tests. Listen, please. Here's how I handle all tests. The day before a test, hey, that would be today. The day before all tests, we do a chapter review. Sometimes, like today, I will hand you out a packet. The packet will look visually exactly like the test. Other times I say, open up your book and do the practice test that's in the book, right? I do one or the other, okay? I also will give you all the answers to this test, the practice test. So as you're doing the practice test, you can see if you're getting it right or you're getting it wrong. You get something wrong, you quickly look it over and see if you can, are you paying attention, Malachi? Okay. You get something wrong, you quickly see if you can figure out what your mistake was. Most of the time, you'll catch your silly mistake. Other times, there might be actual, I don't know what I'm doing. My role as a teacher on days of review is, I don't know what I'm doing. It's my last chance to give you help so you don't mess it up on the test on the very next day, right? Your job as a student is to take the practice test, right? You're going to take the practice test. You're going to work, right? We're not going to sit there talking to our neighbors. We're going to pretend like this is a test. One, it'll give you the flavor for what the questions look like. Two, it's in the same time, roughly the same time that we'll have for tomorrow. We're working by ourselves. Your neighbor is not going to take your test for you. You are going to take the test tomorrow. Therefore, we need a practice day where you do that. So you're going to work by yourself. You occasionally say something to the person next to you. I'm not going to say, hey, knock it off, that sort of thing. But it needs to be productive communications. Mean like, hey, you got any lead, for your pencil, that sort of stuff. Or, oops, could you hand me my pencil? I dropped it on the floor, that sort of stuff. But let's not have chit chat amongst ourselves. It's a waste of time. If you get to that one question, you've tried it, and you can't figure out what your mistake was, certainly you can call me over. Right? That's what my job here is, to help you the day right before the test. So ask for help. What I really want you to note is the ones that you get wrong, even the ones where you make a silly mistake. The reason being is because tomorrow it will be the same question. Right? I changed the numbers around slightly, with the exception of the word problem. Word problems will be unique. But all the other calculation type problems, it's going to be the same problem. The first one is addition. We'll do the addition on the test. So you will know exactly what's on the test tomorrow. So as you're doing this practice test, you can see what the real test will look like. So when you do something wrong, you note it down. Maybe you circle that one. So that during student advisement and tonight, maybe even tomorrow, right, right before the test, you flip through the practice test and you look at the ones that you got wrong. If it's a real big problem, like, oh, wow, I'm really messing up on these big time, then we can open up our book to the section where that particular problem came from, and we can do some more practice problems. And that is why you note what you get wrong, because once you get right, you know what you're doing. Right? So that's the stuff that you're going to study. The stuff that you get wrong is what you should be studying. And then lastly, on all of my tests and quizzes, if you choose to, you may bring two things. One, if you need a multiplication table, bring a multiplication table. But you may bring a sheet of paper, front and back, 8.5 by 11, regular notebook paper. I don't care what you write on it. If I'm literally handing you the practice test, you're like, I'm going to miss that one big time. Write it on the sheet of paper, that problem. Put some notes to yourself. Hey, you forgot. Remember, to get rid of division, you multiply. You keep forgetting that. I mean, whatever it takes to help you pass the test, you can write it on this. As we get to other chapters that involve formulas, you can write all the formulas on the sheet of paper. There's nothing you need to memorize. What you need to be able to do is be able to do the calculations. So if that requires you to write notes to yourself, or write the steps down, whatever it is that makes you comfortable, you are allowed to do on that sheet of paper. Okay? Questions? Yes?
For your resource card, do you allow graph paper?
You can use graph paper as well. I've had kids in the past, not for this test, but the ones that have formulas, not this year, but next year in pre-algebra, there's a chapter we do about 15 formulas in one chapter. And I have had kids that like, oh, I didn't have enough space. And so I'll say, okay, you can use 2 sheets of paper, something like that. I will have kids that never bring a resource card. I will have kids that always bring a resource card, and anywhere in between. I don't give you a grade for bringing a resource card. I don't give you extra points. I don't take away any points. But the resource card is there if you want it. So you don't have to, oh, I'm worried I'm not going to memorize this stuff. Well, then write it on your resource card. Good to go. Any other questions? All right. So the practice test. So we got about 30 or so, 35 minutes left in class, right? I don't know what's going on with the copy machine, but apparently it wanted to print things dark. It is 3 pages, I believe.
Yeah, 3 pages, and on the back, there's the answer to everything. So if you're like me, if you do one, you flip it over, you see the answer, you're immediately looking at the very next answer, and then it kind of influences you. Sometimes people cover it up. What I wouldn't recommend is try to do the whole test and then check your work, because if you're starting to get everything wrong, then you kind of wasted your time for me to help. You might run out of time type thing. So whatever it is that you like to do, but just remember the answers are on the back and you're expecting to check them. All right, so he's passed them out. No. All right, he's passed them out, and someone's coming around to collect the homework. Yeah. They're going to call the intercom people when it comes. I don't know what the order they're doing it in, but it'll be something. All right, so if you need any instructions on what we're doing, just remember, we're going to work. We're going to work by ourselves. It says quietly, and I really do mean that. It's not because I want to sit here and have a nice quiet room so I can do something else. No, because it's like a practice test. So you should have that environment of a practice test. What's up?
Did you write that down?
I didn't write that down, but that's someone from my other 7th period class.
How do
Yes,
they spell learn wrong?
I think that was a joke.
Learn.
Yes.
Oh yeah, learn to suffer is an I.
You absolutely could, right?
Oh, I understand.
Because on one day you have art, they have music, and you flip-flop.
You flip it and you flop it.
Oh, they're lucky. They have
Did I write this yesterday or today?
They have Latin for
That was from yesterday.
PD.
Just didn't get erased.
Latin is so.
Yes.
So today we have, what's the date?
Today is the 10th. Yeah, today's 10th.
Oh, I didn't give myself.
That would be important, wouldn't it? All right, we're missing just one, correct? One person's absent? 2, sorry, Matthew and, oh, there you are. How was your break?
Wait, break. He got a break and we didn't.
You had a 2-day break.
I didn't know that.
Matthew, where were you?
They're all sick.
He was doing the right thing because I don't know, was it you or Chris that was sick? Both of you? Okay, you did the right thing.
Chris is like a kid walking down the hall. He walks in it, he just beelines it straight down the hall, runs anybody over in his path.
The hallways are the best example.
That's my guy. Learn how to deal with road rage.
Hey, Ace, if I find any paper in your desk after today.
I know, I'm saying it.
Okay. Yes. Does it say Saul? Does not.
I never feel
Malachi, turn around, get to work, please.
Oh.
Okay, e-learners, I'm going to stop the recording right now. They're just going through the worksheet. It is posted already online for you to look at. It's a 3-page document. The last page is all the answers to all the questions. So tomorrow when we take the test, I will post it probably around noon. So normally I wait till the evening, but since they'll be taking a test, I'll have some time to get the stuff posted on the web. So I will post the test probably around noontime. You will have 55 minutes to take the test. So one of you is live. Who's live today? Josh, you are live. All right, so that's how it's going to work. And if you have any specific questions, I will answer it, or just send me either message me over Microsoft Teams or send me an email. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Good luck, and I'll see you guys. Let's see if we take the test tomorrow. I will not make a video for tomorrow because it'll be the test. So I will see you guys whenever you watch the Monday's class, Monday evening or Tuesday, whenever you watch it. All right, catch you guys later.